It is the age-old question. Who is the bigger club, Rangers or Celtic? 804 votes. So why not have the Rangers man discuss this poll and break it down? 3 weeks ago it was up, and here it is only now getting discussed about. Well, we're here, 68 comments, but first of all, we've got to get my opinion and also the overall consensus, which is 41% have voted Rangers and 59% have voted Celtic. Well, the simple matters is Rangers have won more trophies, but Celtic will claim that they've won the Champions League, aka the European Cup. And you know what, right? If I supported Celtic, I would argue the exact same thing. If I support Rangers, I'm going to be like, well, you know what, the most trophies, da 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 da. Although Celtic are dangerously close to overtaking Rangers, they absolutely are. And the problem is, since the turn of the century, Celtic have dominated. Like I know, yes, Rangers still have won. I mean, compared to any other league, they've won quite a lot of trophies in it since the year 2000, which is the turn of the century. But this ain't a normal league. It's the big two pitted against each other, and you know, if you like somebody, I think somebody commented, but if you say during the 90s, who's the bigger? I mean, Rangers smoke it, but now, as we like 25 years later, Celtic have just won that many trophies, and once they overtake Rangers in trophies, man, it will be hard to make a point now who is the bigger club, but for me, it's about 50-50, you know what I mean? But here it's 41 and 59, but let's get into your comments. Um, John says, even the most ardent Rangers dash, surely not going to say Rangers. The idea that Rangers add two clubs trophy hall or one trophy ahead of Celtic is embarrassing. Rangers marginally favourites to be first to 56, Celtic guaranteed to be first to 60, leaving Rangers in their slipstream. Fair enough. Rangers fans, Rangers. Celtic fans, Celtic. Neutrals, they're both cunts. Okay, bro, I'm a Celtic fan. Your free pretty much sums it up. Pato took top journalism. That's pretty much bang on. That's a proper neutral answer. Gav says only way to get a true reflection of this is to ask neutrals or get the Ouija board out as one club and the mix is deed. That's a pretty good comment, even though he's talking about Rangers. The fan Pablo says, or look at the fan base size, revenues, qualities, and quantities of trophies, ages of club, and shite 80s attendance. Yeah, Rangers did have a shite attendance in the 80s, but you know, Celtic had a shite attendance when Rangers were down in the lower leagues. Stephen Riley says in Britain, Rangers are the bigger club, but around the world, Celtic have more supporters. On that basis, I go with Celtic. Would I think because you know the whole Irish gimmick, you will get a lot more Irish people, like for example in America. But you know both clubs around the world. I mean, you get Rangers bars, Celtic bars around the world. So you know, but I would say Celtic probably do have more fans outside of the UK. But obviously, Rangers got more fans inside of the UK. If you do your math, the UK's got a smaller population than the rest of the world. Up to 2000, before the rival Martin O'Neill, Rangers were the bigger club, but since the O'Neill's rival until now, Celtic have been the bigger club and trophies won since that has proved that. I kind of touched on that earlier. Sharpie Staunch says more trophies, bigger fan base, most successful club in Scotland. It's obviously the Rangers. Bigger fan base, definitely bigger fan base. Wasn't that long ago, top tier in the crime scene was shut and the stadium half empty. That's when the big show were back in the Premier League. They all came crawling back through the woodwork. Um, how much longer though will you be able to boast having more trophies this on a Scotland 90? I have no idea. It depends on how the new manager gets on, I suppose. That was not long before your entire club shut down. Seth could have a bigger fan base than Celtic, as we all love the world over, and that is a fact. Quadruple Treble says Celtic are by far the biggest club. If we win the FIFA World Cup, we will be bigger. Right, Sean. I mean, it's I know Rangers are probably going to be in it, but I mean, I think we need to win that first. Matthew Mill says only a fantasizist would have to ask that question. I know because it's clearly Rangers, so you must be a fantasizist. You should go to Specsavers too, Jeff. Mark McQueen says, put it this way: our last manager sitting top of the EPL, and their last manager is unemployed. That doesn't mean dick, though. I mean that does nothing. Like that means fucking nada. You know, like Paul Heckingbottom was a jobber at Hibs, but he's always managing in the Premier League. Does that mean Paul Heckingbottom, if he came back to Scotland, he would take Dundee and win the league? Come on, we're on to fucking mince there. Rangers says capped 9. Char Kilo says where's the fence? Stephen Makepeace, wow, 2013. What way was I trying to read that? Makaki piece. Honestly, history says Rangers simple. President says it's Celtic. Two trophies in 10 years, same as St Johnstone. Couldn't even win the Scottish Championship with two goals. Goes at it. Our captains won more in one season than our captains won in 10. They have a 50 million home finances while we are in the back. The European Cup, as all the big clubs do. Um, Actually, you're wrong. St Johnstone have 3 trophies in the past 10 years. Son of Scotland 90 needs to fucking realise which side of the fence he's on, and that is the Jambo Bear side of the fence. Jim Bob says they've got 2 in 12 years. Easy, brother. You're forgetting about the Petrofac Cup, man. And the We Beat Dortmund Cup, they all count towards it. Come on. No nay never. Which Rangers? Pato2200 is an unfair question. Rangers died. It's Rangers, guys. David Ferguson says, simple. The one with the most fans, the biggest stadium, Money in the Bank, current champions. It's like asking if bars is bigger than Pepsi. Rangers are Coca-Cola in this instance, aren't they? That's us. You've missed out many most that there might not be so positive. Bars make us Iron Brew better than Pepsi. Yeah. If you prefer Pepsi over Iron Brew, you fucking got to question your life, don't you? Rangers demoted to Division 3. Ibrox fail every home game. Celtic Park half empty. Rangers returned to the Premier League. Celtic Park full again. Rangers big on Celtic. You know, yeah, like Celtic did. No, but look at this. Jim Bob saying, sick of watching our team beating pish. That was all, my man. But see, that's not. I mean, Rangers. How can Rangers like seriously be getting like higher attendances in League Two and League One? And let's not kid ourselves. League Two teams are pisher than the likes of Aberdeen and co that Celtic were taking on when Rangers went down. Michael says Celtic is the biggest club. Pedro Picasso says more titles won than you guys said. Oh, and that's not their fault. That's not that's not there yet. Delinquent Rangers. And that's where we're going to leave it. It's up for debate. The fans have decided that Celtic is the biggest club. The votes and the comments lean towards Celtic, guys. But anyway, what do you guys think? If you're watching this video, am I right or am I wrong? Till then, though, peace.